Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Spunkify here on behalf of MMOBomb.com. We are at the Spearhead Games booth here at PAX East in Boston, talking about the new Project Cyber. You guys have only been working on this here for about 12 weeks now. These are, of course, a couple of the developers on the team from Spearhead Games. Can one of you tell us a little bit about the game here, a little bit about what Project Cyber is all about and what you guys are going for?
Sure, so Project Cyber is a 3 versus 3 MOBA soccer game, I guess?
I think it's the best way to describe it. MOBA soccer is the one thing that describes the best what it is, but it is a new thing that we're developing, physics-based, and it's a 3v3 competitive game. And the idea is that each character, each champion has different physics-based power. And so far we have 3 different champions. So one of them is the blocker, who can bounce the ball back. One of them throws projectile, and one of them has a force push. So we have only those 3 because like you said, we started the game in January. But the idea is that we will have tons of them. Like the idea would be to make like a new one every month, so that you can build your own recipe and team strategy, because there's so many different combos possible with physics forces that we feel like it's an amazing thing to explore. And honestly, we only have these 3 right now in the game, but we have a lot more in prototype state. And we feel like just playing with the physics forces and the different combo is just a super cool concept to explore.
So this is a physics-based soccer game, essentially, with a little bit of MOBA elements with the abilities that you're mentioning. Now, the team sizes right now are set up to be 3v3. My question is, are you guys going to expand that and have larger team size, or 3v3 sort of like the team size that you guys are staying with?
Well, so far 3v3 seems like a good sweet spot, with considering that physics is very powerful, because there's a lot of things you can do with that, but too much of it can sometimes turn into like a lot of forces going all over the place. So far, yes, but the game is still early, so we'll see how it develops for sure. One thing that's very important for us is that the game is not only accessible like as a competitive game that is easy to get into because it's physics, it's a ball, but at the same time very deep because it's physics and all that and different powers, but also a game that's fun to watch as it is to play, actually. So by getting that sweet spot again for the players or the watchers, because for us, the players as well, watch the game to understand what's going on, it's super important. In fact, so important that it's part of what our focus as much as it is for the gameplay. So for example, you see on the back, we already have a spectator mode with like cool cameras and things like that. But we want to do something even more with that. We basically want to make the spectators as much part of the game as the players are, and allow them to have interactions with the game. You want to talk a bit more about that?
Yeah, but did you try it yet? No, you did not. You have not?
I have.
Oh, you have? Okay, so you saw there was this event. For PAX, we have either the wind turbine or the chasm of death. So those are the 2 first events, and right now they are triggered by the caster during the demo. But the idea is to integrate them in the Twitch interface, so that the spectator can influence the match they're watching through the Twitch interface. So the idea would be to have them have a chance to affect the match they're watching, but also reward them for watching it. Because for us, the spectators are valuable in the community as the player themselves, and this is why we want to give them more tools to be actively involved in the match and to be rewarded for being part of it. Another feature we're looking into is the popularity meter. So the idea would be that when you watch a match, you can tell the interface what team you are supporting, and it would affect, for instance, the stadium, the cheer, like everything that they're watching. So the idea is to give a real active role to the spectator into the matches.
So you really want Project Cyber to become like a spectator sport, essentially, where you really get into it, really enjoy it not only as a player, but as a spectator as well, which is really cool. Now, we see the one map here that's available. What are some of your plans for like the other maps? Are you going to have like more obstacles, like of different designs?
But the idea is, like I mentioned, there are these events. So the way we treat these events are actually maps. Because what an event does is it transforms the map. It can create a hole in it, it can shape the form, it can add obstacles, it can add wins. So the level designer are actually creating the events, and they are treated like maps. So we will have just one map that is 1,000 maps.
and the community actually keeps suggesting more events on that aspect, so there'll be a lot. Like next up, I think is gonna come a meteor shower in the middle of the map, and that changes the experience for the whole game, and that ideally is driven by the spectators, basically.
Now, as a player in this, can you die? Is there the ability, like you talked about meteor showers and like death holes. What happens if a player gets hit by a meteor shower or falls into a death hole?
So far it's just a small penalty. You die for a few seconds and then you respawn, so you cannot die forever, you just get a penalty. And it costs you a lot because just being out of the match for 3 seconds can already be lethal in terms of score.
We don't want to remove a player for 5 minutes in the match, but like, yeah, if you fall in the hole, you should have something of a drawback, obviously. So.
Well, for only being 12 weeks old, it's already coming along really nicely. It's looking really good. You guys talked about.
We have a secret for that, and I have to speak about it a little bit. So how do we have this game ready in 12 weeks? The secret is community. Because our game was open 4 weeks after we started, even if it was really, really early development, and we decided to have everyone involved in the development of it. So what we do is we give keys to everyone. It's super easy. You just have to fill your email address in www.spearheadgames.ca/cyber. You give us your email, we will send you the game for free, and we are streaming non-stop our development, and we are having a design meeting every day at 7 p.m. on Twitch with the community, and every ideas, every feature, every design problem are discussed through this channel on Steam, and we have so many people involved in that this is how we can solve the problem so fast, and we have such a development velocity.
So the game is 12 weeks. You guys are planning to make it free to play. It is going to be free to the community. Of course, there hasn't been really much discussion about the monetization because it's only 12 weeks. That's understandable. But like you were saying, if anybody wants to go and play it, they can just by signing up on your website right now. Yep. So we'll go ahead and have a link to that in the description box below for those of you interested in signing up to play Project Cyber. And for more information, of course, go ahead and check out MMOBomb.com for more info on Project Cyber and just Spearhead Games in general. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Spunkify out. Later, guys.